Welcome Gianfranco to the first in our new quarterly series called Beyond the Numbers. We're here in Beijing at our newly opened Future Innovation Centre. I'm sure you'll agree, a very inspiring location for this. Our conversation today is going to dig into some key topics that give us more context to this quarter's performance, looking at our key growth areas, industry and product trends you're seeing, and getting your perspective on the global business environment we're operating in right now. So firstly, I wanted to touch on the macro story of the moment around global trade. But given another solid set of results, how and why is Lenovo succeeding in weathering the current climate?
Yeah, okay, Charlotte. I think starting from global trade, I think we are a global company. I think we strongly believe in open market. I think that globalization is good from consumer point of view and also from company point of view. So I think open market is for sure something we care. I think it's first of all we are really a global company. So we have today 4G running more or less at the same level in terms of revenue and profit contribution. We have a strong supply chain. We have a strong manufacturing base. We have a lot of things that are very different from our competition.
The industry loves to talk about the future, so what are the key trends you're seeing in the device space, and where's the opportunity for us as a company?
There are areas that are growing, and we are growing at the rate of 30-40%. If I look at workstation, thin and light, gaming, and so on. I think the other important trend when I look at the future is for sure 5G and the implementation of 5G, which means that people, they will be always connected. And we need to think about devices that are always on, always connected. It also means that in terms of devices, we will see proliferation of different devices, because depending on the connectivity and depending on the usage model, they are going to be different. There are other things coming like a foldable display, so another opportunity to think about different form factors. But I think that if PC is just $240–250 billion, when I look at 5G and potential of 5G in terms of devices, it will be really a big proliferation of devices, which they are going to generate a big number of, big amount of data. You need to manage this data in terms of edge computing, in terms of locally, not only in the cloud, which is also going to be a big opportunity in terms of server and storage. And last but not least, if you have the data, you need then machine learning and artificial intelligence to manage the data and to get something out of the data.
Beyond devices, one thing this quarter that's been strong for us as a company is our software and services revenue. It's perhaps something people don't know us for particularly well. Can you touch on what's driving that growth and where we're really focusing our efforts there?
First of all, we are number one on commercial. We have been number one on commercial for a long period of time. When you look at the commercial customer, they need the device, but they also need the service, maintenance, and the support for the devices. What we do on service, as I said, there are traditional service, close to the box, let's say. But then we also implement, and now we are able to run almost a worldwide premier service, which means that we can answer to the customer 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, depending on the level of support they need. And last but not least, which is another trend that is becoming bigger and bigger, is device as a service, or even solution as a service. It's a little bit like the car. Now it's very common in the car that you pay a fee per month, right? To get your car. And then after 2 years or 3 years, you can exchange the car with a new one. On PC is becoming, at least for big customers, it's becoming exactly the same story. So I think service, as I said, it's close to 1 billion already. But I think that probably in a couple of years can become 10% of the company in terms of revenue, and much more in terms of profit contribution.
So if I sum up quickly from what you've said, you've made the point around our global nature being a key differentiator in the current world that we exist and do business in today, connectivity and new form factors being the biggest trends in the device sector, and then software and services revenue being a key differentiator and opportunity for us as a business. So thank you, Gianfranco, for your time.
Thank you.
You've been listening to Beyond the Numbers from Beijing.